What's going on, y'all? It's your boy G, aka Janato Sensei. We back at it again with another episode of the G Files, man. Today's episode, we're gonna be talking about Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Alright, man, so Legends has been out for about a week now. I've gone through and played the story by myself just to get a gist of like what's going on. This is just a story review. I still haven't leveled up all the characters yet, and that'll come with playing more co-op with the homies over the weekend probably. And it's like, I just want to give my take on the game basically. So with Ghost of Tsushima, just the base game, what I'm saying, being out for a minute now, playthrough still going on the channel, and I personally think it's game of the year. But with this new multiplayer mode, with this new co-op mode, with this new just mode in general, Legends, it's taking it even a step further. So what you guys are watching right now is literally the last story in the main story missions that you have access to when you first start playing the game. There's 3 levels to it, and this is just literally the first level. You could probably run through all of them solo, but it takes a lot longer than it would if you had a partner. These are built for co-op gameplay, so I would suggest playing it on there. But personally, I wanted to play through it just because I wanted to get a sense of the story that they were telling, and how it relates to the actual game that we had before. So I like how this DLC is set up. It's not it's a completely new story, but it's not a completely new game, because we revisit all of these places within the map that we either had specific story missions on, or just were exploring throughout the open world of Tsushima. And it was cool to revisit and think back to okay, what was I doing last time I was here, and how they changed up the map to fit the style, which is a more of a gory style, for aesthetic wise. And each story had its own concept, not only just from a gameplay standpoint, but from an aesthetic standpoint to art direction. So I think that was cool, and I like the different mechanics that came with it too. Now, I'm not showing you guys everything that came with the game, but I could see where it's going, and this is building up to be somewhat of a full-on raid party type of game, where you have all of these ghosts that have different abilities and have different class setups, where some are more advantageous in certain story missions and some are better in others. And I think personally, between the Ronin and the Assassin, those are 2 most versatile, just because of the healing factor of the Ronin, and then the Assassin be able to get in and out of places without being seen a lot easier, and the different play styles that you can have with it, be able to engage and then re-engage later on. And you'll see that in some of the gameplay that I do, just trying to beat the end boss of that mission. We have to go in and outside of battle multiple times. So I like that mechanic. They go in with an energy type key mechanic with the different the different enemies that have a certain key level that makes them you can only attack them. It's simple mechanics that are in other games that they applied to this, but it didn't get too crazy where it took away from what you were actually doing, and I think that was really important to see. I think that it turned in from a the first mission being kind of just a beat 'em up type, everybody just go crazy and no strategy needed, to slowly but surely applying all of these different not only mechanics but different enemy types, stronger enemies, multiple enemies, a lot more enemies, and different ways to attack just the session itself. I think that's really cool. I think you're going to get a lot of people that have really dope builds. out there, and I think there's going to be like a standard build that you're going to want to get. Now, for me personally, I've never been a fan of RNG in games, just because I've never like really been lucky like that. Like, you can ask my friends, like literally, like just out of everybody that like we normally play with, like especially in like Destiny, I had like the worst luck. You know, I never got the Gallahorn. So if you guys know anything about Destiny, that was like the weapon of Destiny, and never got it. I had to wait till Destiny 2 to get it for like not even for free, because I had to pay for the game. So like there's things like that where, you know, there's RNG applied to it, but I feel like it's not they're not stingy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play the game, you're eventually going to get what you're looking for, you know. And I think that's important to point out, just because a lot of these games, you know, you can be sitting there grinding, and then, you know, you don't really see the impact from getting, you know what I'm saying, these charms and things like that, and different abilities. I like the way that they're doing like all the different stances with specific swords. So you always want to have somebody that, you know, has each of the stances on your team, so like they can fight certain enemies for you. So with me playing solo, that became like a huge thing that I noticed. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, having somebody that had a wind stance, a stone stance, a water stance, like that can make it a lot easier to get through these huge waves of enemies. So overall, it was a really cool experience. I like it a lot. I think the hardest mission for me was probably the second to last one, just because it was just a lot going on in a small space. So yeah, that's my review, man. I really like it. Going to be playing it a lot. I think it's going to get old soon, but if they keep adding stuff to it, like I think they're going to, like I don't think there's going to be a sequel to Tsushima. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima. So if they just keep adding to this could last a pretty good time, man. And it's like endless stories that you could tell with how big this game was, and you know, just depends on how long they want to keep it going. So yeah, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If y'all did, smash that like button down below for your boy. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing. See you guys, for your boy G.